Again? Colin Kaepernick was fired? Again? I will give Colin Kaepernick credit. I might not respect his antics. I might not respect the way that he established his career, but I can respect his vision. 10 or so years ago, Colin Kaepernick knew his NFL career was rapidly ending. Contrary to what the mainstream media tells you, Colin Kaepernick was not a good quarterback. Matter of fact, his last year, maybe 2 years in the league, Colin Kaepernick was the drizzling shits. But to his credit, he found a way to extend his career and make millions of dollars in the process. You already know the story. Colin traded in his helmet for a set of knee pads, started kneeling for the national anthem. He became the face of mythical racism. And in 2020, woke corporations plagued with their white guilt generously donated millions of dollars to Colin Kaepernick. Over the years, I have told you guys many times that there was going to come a point when the sympathy money would be bankrupted and you were going to be expected to perform. You would either step up or you step aside. Since he was blackballed by the NFL, Colin Kaepernick has pretended on numerous occasions to want back in the league. In most cases, he was just using the NFL to promote some doofus book that someone wrote for him, or just to promote himself. Legendary filmmaker Spike Lee, he was producing a documentary that detailed the plight of Colin Kaepernick. This man is amazing! He was banned from the NFL and he used that injustice to become the ultimate victim while collecting millions of dollars that he didn't earn. This is the American dream. The documentary was going to feature some heavy hitters. I heard this morning that the Star Trek virgin Mike Freeman was involved. Spike Lee was able to convince him to take a break from seducing Captain Kirk to discuss his passionate crush on Colin Kaepernick. Interviews had been conducted. Thousands and thousands of dollars had been spent. This documentary was going to be great. There's just one problem, one tiny problem. Sunday afternoon, ESPN announced that they were no longer interested. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. According to Spike Lee, the documentary was canceled over creative differences. Now, me personally, I find that hard to believe. For starters, they've been working on this documentary for 3 years. You mean to tell me for 3 years, everything was great, and all of a sudden, they had disagreements over the direction of this polished turd? From my understanding, those directly involved in the documentary, they had to sign NDAs. They were not allowed to go into detail as to why the documentary was being canceled. However, the timing of this is interesting. Now, this is all pure speculation on my part, but in my opinion, it's not hard to figure out this equation. A couple of weeks ago, ESPN announced their new partnership with the NFL. As part of the agreement, ESPN acquired the rights to the NFL Network and NFL Red Zone. And the NFL was given 10% ownership stake in the worldwide leader in woke. Now, that was 2 weeks ago. After the agreement was announced, all of a sudden, ESPN cancels a documentary featuring Colin Kaepernick. They cancel a documentary that had been in production for 3 years. I wonder why. I wonder if the NFL influenced this decision. I wonder if the NFL told their new partner, their new butt buddy, "Hey, friend, can we cancel this documentary about Colleen? This asshole has been tarnishing us for years, and we don't want to be associated with this disease." Makes sense, right? Think about it. Why would the NFL want their new partner, a network they now have ownership in? Why would the NFL want ESPN producing a documentary that paints their league as racist? It's no secret that the NFL doesn't want to be associated with Colin Kaepernick. Hell, they literally kicked him out of the league. So why would they want their new partner to produce a documentary that tarnishes the league? From ESPN's perspective, why would you want to piss off the NFL? Now, will they ever admit to any of this publicly? Obviously not. But I think it's suspicious that everyone involved had to sign NDAs. I think it's suspicious that 2 weeks after this partnership was announced, the documentary is suddenly canceled. But you tell me, am I off base here? Was the documentary canceled over creative differences, or did the NFL shut it down? Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.